Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Because you would have Kerry come in at that point. But here's the thing. I see Barack Obama pulling through.
Yeah, I don't see him losing. There you go. Well, if I'm in New York, I'm not voting because there's no point. Yeah, like he'll win in New York, but if I'm in Wisconsin, I'll have to vote because Wisconsin, he won last time in Wisconsin by a lot because a lot of Democrats in schools were just like, you know what, I'm voting for him.
I think
And that was the first year our generation could vote, so there's a whole bunch of new voters just like voting.
I don't know. The reason why I see him pulling through is because economically, when you look at what's going on, it wasn't his fault that we got into the mess, but at the time, nobody else was able to really kind of like maneuver the way around it.
But this a big reason why he's going to get elected again is because business people around the world do not trust Republicans. They do not. The Republicans were willing to let the government fail in order to, in order to win a moral victory. If the United States government failed, then the entire world failed, which means China failed, which means Russia failed, which means everyone fucking lost money.
Everyone lost money and we're still in debt.
Yeah, everyone lost money, and basically you would have to just restart everything.
But the thing is, at this point, if that was to have happened, it would have actually been necessary.
No,
but there was no way in hell they were going to let it happen.
Not going to happen. Think about it. If the country fails, then what has to happen then is that they have to have a
build-up.
What? A build-up?
They would have to have a build-up.
What happens when you have a build-up?
You risk crashing again.
What?
You risk crashing again.
No. The rich people lose. The rich people lose because then they have to ratify the government again. They have to.
That's why I say you risk crashing.
Yeah. They have to ratify the government again. They have to write up a whole bunch of different things now. Also, because everything failed, everyone's out of a business. Everyone's out of a job. No one has money anymore, and no one has credit. Which means that all the companies have failed, everyone has failed, no one is rich anymore. And for those that do have money, they're probably dead because, the poor people, there's more poor people than rich people, so they've either killed all the rich people, or the rich people have left. So, all of a sudden, now, because of that, the strong reaction is taxes on the rich, taxes on big business, taxes on corporations.
So you
basically
actually kill yourself twice.
It's a Teddy Roosevelt shit right there, where he just
kill yourself
solves
twice,
shit.
literally.
Yeah, you kill yourself twice. So it's not bad. Like, yes, the Republicans would win, but then they would fucking lose because all the rich people would just fucking lose everything. It would be gone. Their money would be worthless. Just fucking worthless because if the American government fails, bam. And then every other market in the world would fail, and then it breeds instability. Because if America fails, Israel fucking fails. If Israel doesn't get support from America, all of a sudden all the Middle Eastern countries are just like, oh, well, America is fucking broke. They can't do anything.
Literally, that's the time you take out all your enemies.
That's the time you take out all your fucking. It will be global chaos if that shit happens. And the rich people would suffer more than anyone because then the maid says, I don't need to fucking be here. I can just take what I want.
Which I'm sure in some maids' minds, they actually want that to happen. But it ain't gonna happen.
And then job equality happens. More job equality happens. The old people won't live long enough for them to fucking get their jobs back or anything like that. Or they'll have to readjust, which will be hard. So then all the old people will fucking die off and shit like that. All the people who have health problems will fucking die off. All the educational people would have to really not be educational. That's when a bachelor's degree doesn't mean shit anymore. because it's just a piece of paper. I mean, it's okay, but what you really need are workers. You need people to, like, police the streets, build up shit again, build. You need builders. You need people to build shit. And then construction workers and all that stuff. So you went to college and got a PhD to become a construction guy. Or a truck driver and shit. Which ain't bad. Truck drivers make a shit ton of money. I could do that for a living. Be a truck driver for 10 years. That would be nice.
Except having to drive over ice and everything else.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna be
stay on the East Coast.
Fuck that. I'm gonna be a truck driver out west. I'd go to Vegas and shit like that. Just go to a fucking place where I can just bang.
Left and right.
Yep. It's legal in this state. Yes.
Versus
a couple of grand.
Versus you go to Arkansas. You driving over. Like, you gotta deliver a whole bunch of fish.
Church. Like, that's all it is. Just church. And then college football game. Nice.
I mean, imagine being a truck driver in Arkansas.
I like Arkansas.
Nah, Arkansas. What's that? Alaska. I'm sorry. See, I'd be scared.
Me too.
It's why. If that ice breaks, you better know how to swim.
You can't swim. As soon as your body hits it, you'll fucking die of shock.
I don't care. I will move at that point.
You die of shock before you get a chance to move. Just like, oh!
Both of us just like freaking fall over. And then we all go up to heaven. And we look at our bodies like, you know what? You could ride.
What do you call it? But that stuff is crazy. Would you mind doing me a favor?
What?
What do you call it? I can't afford it right now, but I can pay you Friday. I want to try like a cake or something like that. I haven't had a cake in a while. Some kind of cake. I haven't had a cake in a while.
Get a cheesecake.
Is that good here? You're gonna eat one?
You gotta get one.
Nah. I want to eat one of you're not gonna eat one. But that just looks not right.
Dude, I've eaten shrimp loaf.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Shrimps, coffee, 2 muffins. I do the works. I don't freaking hold back.
That's true. You don't. You just like that meal you had. I think it's like the first time we came here. No, it is the one where we had to go to Peter's thing, and I was like, "Don't order anything big because we gotta go." And you just did it big.
Live large and in charge. Keep telling people that.
You should get a shirt that says that. Then seriously.
Nah, somebody else already marketed it.
Damn, that's it. So you should buy the shirt. Don't matter. You know, it'd be cool. Do a shirt. I'm large, and then an arrow down. What do you go down? And then it says, "and in charge" in the back.
Can't go to work like that.
No, you don't go to work like that.
Exactly.
Do it on your day off.
Go to church one day.
Go to a baseball game like that.
Yeah, and all of a sudden somebody aims for me.
What?
So all of a sudden somebody aims for me.
Why would somebody aim for you in a baseball game?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm walking by and the pitcher just fucking throws the shit. Random accident.
That shit's fun. That shit's fun.
I mean, kind of like, you remember when Stewie told somebody to throw an apple at Peter every time they saw him?
Oh my god, that's fun.
Sorry, he was at DMV. Sorry, sir, it's the law. What if Stewie was president?
I'm moving to Canada before he takes over that too.
Why?
Think about it, you know Stewie. Well, what Stewie? You mean early Stewie or today's Stewie? Because today's Stewie isn't evil. He's just kind of like, he kind of settled down.
Before.
Oh no, I'm moving to like Herzegovina or some shit like that. Like it's so, I know I'm moving to a country so shitty that he won't dare try to invade it.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a country he wouldn't try to invade.
But what do you call? We talked about in class. We talked about eminent domain. That was really cool. Like how, so the professor brought up 2 instances. One in Connecticut, where there's a gigantic water view and they want to do something for the public to make it like better because the economy's in a shitter. And the other one is the Brooklyn thing, how they force people to move out of their houses to, what do you call it, to build the Nets Stadium. And they said, well, it's better, it's better for the public. It serves both events serve the public, and I was like, well,
That's kind of true, but there's a lot of
this is what I said.
there's a lot of gray area.
I says, this is the thing. Now, what do you call it? Eminent domain, yes, the government has to take it, but they also have to compensate them. Now, it does not say how you're going to compensate them. Most people look at it as cash. Now,
That's not the only option
in the Connecticut area, yes, if the economy's in a shitter, it will be better for the economy and all those other things. And you can compensate, but the thing is, if the economy's in a shitter and their house isn't worth much, if you compensate them, that means that they're not going to be able to get a good house anywhere else. Because their economy, like the price of their house ain't worth shit. It's not worth a goddamn. So you gave them a shitty price for the house, and they're not gonna be able to get another one. And also, you can't compensate them in the history they've been there, why they've been there, the memories, and all that other shit, or just like the safety of their environment, or just like all that other
Details.
You can't compensate them that way. You can only compensate them in money. And if it's not that, it doesn't cost that much. What do you call it? Then you're just giving them like you might as well just be giving them a bus pass for God's sake. People start laughing their ass off. And I was like, and the next thing, the first one, yes, it does serve the public. The next stadium,
Still the bus pass.
bullshit, because that's gentrification. It doesn't serve the greater public because only
It serves the greater elite.
It serves the elite. Only a few are going to benefit because by the time that stadium is built, the prices are going to be sky high, and all the people that used to live there will not live there anymore, which is gentrification. And also, it does not serve it serves the public the little amount of people, as little amount of people as possible in the public. Because if it's a park, like a big park, an area where it's free, like in the Connecticut instance, I can walk there. I don't need money to go there. I can just go and all that stuff is taken care of by the government. Nets game, I cannot walk into that stadium without a ticket. Cannot walk into that stadium without a ticket.
Well, who wants to go into a Nets game anyway?
Yeah, I need to have the means in order to buy a ticket.
Unless you want to watch it on television.
Unless I want to watch it on television, which is probably better. But what do you go? Which is probably what I'm going to do, because I'm not going all the way to Brooklyn to watch the Nets. I'm sorry. Maybe if it was like the Jets, but not the Nets.
If it was the Jets, not the Nets.
Not the Jets, yes. Nets, no. But,
Yay and nay. Jets, yay. Nets, nay.
Yep. But it's funny. It's funny. Like, and he was like, "You're right. You're right. This is actually really good. This is utilitarian because the Nets. It would serve with the Nets thing. It serves not too many people. But you got the other one does serve a lot of people. But
a big part of that is you got Jay-Z owns them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, only a few people would actually get. Yeah. Well, he's a minority owner. Like Provokov, the Russian guy, owns like what do you call it, majority of it. But he's gonna sell the team eventually.
Eventually, and Jay-Z's gonna buy the team.
Yeah.
First non-athlete to own a basketball team. Well, think about it. There's a lot of things that point to why they're in it. Where was Michael Jordan born?
I don't know.
Brooklyn, New York. Jay-Z, Brooklyn, New York. I don't know, it seems like a lot of businesses are in the Brooklyn area now. Because...
Especially Keshbum, and Goldstein. Serving the Bronx since 2 days ago.
Yeah, serving the Bronx and have the building out in Brooklyn, really? Yeah, we serve the Bronx, but
we are in Brooklyn.
Yes, our area code is the same, and so is the train line, but everything else is different. Yes, we're near the 205 trains. Yes, our area code is 718. But no, we are not in the Bronx. You'll take the 205 train to Sterling Street and go north.
Oh my god.
And then like the person comes from the Bronx, they're like, hey, we live right near the 2 and the 5 train. Yeah.